a zipline instructor, Joaquin Romero, in California. This is at La Jolla, California's Zoom Zipline Center, has been called a hero. He's 34. He was putting a woman who was ziplining for the first time into the harness to go on the zipline. And as he was putting her in, she started sliding out onto the line itself. And he hung on to her. So now they're both out there in the middle of the zipline. Now, it only holds 250 pounds. And he knew it was getting ready to snap. So he dropped.
Joaquin.
And died.
Oh, my God.
How about that? He said. And his friend was over on the side. And he yelled to his friend and said, I have to drop. And he saved her by dropping. They said that saved her life because then she zipped on by.
That's a hero.
Now, that is a hero who's not around anymore to say.
To be told he's a hero.
Could you do something like that? Could you drop?
He probably didn't intend it. How high up were they?
100 feet. He knew.
Yeah, he knew.
They were 100 feet, and he yelled back to his friend, he said, I've got to let go or we're both going down. And
you can't send more zip liners to knock them loose like you would at a water park?
I guess not.
And a clogged...
Could he hear it pulling or tearing?
Yeah.
So he knew.
He said he saw it. And his friend who works there said it was
You lied about your weight!
That's what's accurate.
You're not 150.
It's a lot...
Coyote, man.
It's a lot like that movie Cliffhanger, where
Cliffhanger.
You ever see Cliffhanger?
No.
Yes.
Stallone.
Great movie.
Great movie. Stallone is in it with the guy who's in a lot of stuff that you would know if you saw his face.
As a heavy?
No,
the bad guy?
no, they were both good guys, and they're mountain climbers. And somehow this guy's girlfriend got out there on a wire like that, and Stallone was holding her, and she started to slip, and she just dropped into oblivion. Oh. Great opening scene. About 15 minutes, she's holding on to Stallone. Yeah. He can't hold her any longer.
You lied about your weight.
That's what he said.
That's the one time you don't lie about your weight.
Cannot.
Michael Keaton, Batman, did it with the Batarang. Remember, with Vicky Vale. That spun around.
Yes.
He says, how much you weigh?
Yes.
And she says, about 105, 110. And they start taking off. He's like, you weigh more than 110.
Don't lie.
Solid reference.
That's right. Don't lie about your weight.
Well, then she was screaming. It's like, don't lie.
We tried to do an event once on a zip line. We were invited to be the first. As a show.
And they sent us home.
To zip line. They had opened a zip line. And they first wanted Chris Demm to do it, and he's like, check, done. And they wanted Dave to do it. Yes, done. Now, it's before Biggie joined us. And they came over to me and said, are you 250 or less? And I said, I'm right on that edge. And they looked me up and down and said, you better be serious here because this thing only holds 250 pounds. And I started climbing back down.
Not 251.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. I wasn't going to reveal my weight, but I'm not going to do it. And then Goat Boy couldn't do it either because he was over.
Yeah.
They had one place in Alabama that would fit him, but
or were they going to throw him out of a plane?
They throw him out of a plane. That's right.
That's
right.
more
speed.
Yeah.
We need relaxed regulations about the heavy.
Yeah.
What was it? There was one state in the South that he could jump out of a plane.
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
He called Georgia and they said, no. Try Alabama.
Call Bama.
They'll do it for you.
And if they're busy, maybe Mississippi.
Maybe. But zip lines, you don't play with those. And
no.
This poor guy. But they're saying that he saved this woman's life for doing that. Isn't that crazy? I mean,
how would you live with yourself
as the woman?
I mean, clearly there's no error of her own.
No, it was all just a total accident. But he was. I mean, it does remind me of a movie because they're all out there together, and he's got to. He's like basically sacrificed himself.
I wonder how she feels.
I don't know, and he didn't know her either. She was just there,
just another customer,
client to go ziplining. Yeah, ooh, that is crazy. Bad story from Georgia. Woman who left an emergency room after waiting for hours without seeing a doctor is ready to sue. Her name is Taylor Davis. She told WAGA-TV she went to the Emory-Decatur Hospital emergency room in July for a head injury. But since the wait was so long, she just decided to leave. Later, in the mail, she was given a $700 bill.
What?
Apparently, the deal is once you sign your paperwork, it's $700 right off the top.
Whether you get seen or not.
She was not
just to put into the system?
I guess so. She said, nobody called my name. I wasn't seen. I waited for several hours. Finally, I was like, I'll live with this concussion. She went on home. and they didn't see her. Now she wants her money back.
What do you mean I have a bill for that day? I didn't do anything. I was really just shocked. I didn't get my vitals taken. Nobody called my name. I wasn't seen at all. I just came, sat in a chair for 7 hours and left. It's hospital protocol. Even if you're just walking in and you're not seen, when you type in your social, that's it. Seeing that they're able to bill you for random things, honestly, it doesn't make me want to go when I get injured, and that's not good.
She's got a great point. I think she should be able to get at least not pay that $700. I mean, they didn't do anything. They did nothing.
No.
They did not. She sat there
She got to watch cable TV
for 4 hours. She did get to watch. Not her choice, though. Not her choice of channels.
Yeah.
No,
You can't change the channels.
watching
Like,
HGTV.
We should bring that up with our attorney tomorrow.
absolutely. Let's see if she's got to get her money back. I would think.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do anything.
No.
This time tomorrow?
Yes, this time tomorrow she'll be on for Lawyer Up, so that will be one of the stories. Can this woman get her $700 back? Did you know that as soon as you signed the paperwork, it was $700?
I'm not surprised at the 7 hours, but I never knew about the fee that you're charged.
No, I thought you had to be seen.
Well, you would think, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's one of the bad stories today. There are others, unfortunately. From Sweden, Stockholm, 2 Swedish prison guards were held hostage for 9 hours last Wednesday by 2 inmates who had one demand: pizza. They were able to commandeer the guards, take their weapons, and hold them hostage in a penitentiary. Neither guard was hurt, and they were able to return safely to their family. But the prison spokeswoman said, we did cave into their demands and ordered them 2 pizzas.
Why does a Swedish prison sound so delicious?
Doesn't sound better,
Doesn't
does it?
sound too bad.
I'm tired of eating meatballs all day long. I want a pizza.
They said
I don't know. I'd be all right with Swedish meatballs all day. Every day.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. You're crazy.
There's things that could be worse.
tired of it. They said, by God, we want pizza in here. The police sent in a mediator, and the mediator came out and said, let's just give them the pizza.
They want the pizza.
We'll make them the pizza.
Will they let the guards go? They will if you just bring in the pizza.
They did. They let the guards go.
Look at what they wanted.
They got one was the works, the other was a pepperoni.
Well, I know who they got it from.
Is that the buy one, get one?
Yeah,
Now I know the names of those. The works is
they got to work. They got
Is
one.
that copyrighted?
The works,
by one blaze I know of.
and one they got a pepperoni. Other inmates are saying, "Hey, what about us?" You know, they wound up ordering.
I'll take a gun too.
As long as you're out
I
there.
tied the guards' shoelaces together.
But now they're on the hook for kidnapping. Now they're getting some more time added to their sentence. But
Was it worth it? It might have been worth it.
They say yes. They say it was worth it to
And
get.
that pizza and how
Felt
long?
like a free man for 1 hour.
The Swedish chef.
I'll tell you, a pizza and a Diet Coke wouldn't be bad. If I was offered, like if you were
That's
in
your last meal?
Yeah, if you were in prison, I wouldn't have beer.
Or your negotiation
Yeah,
meal?
negotiation meal. I would have pizza and Diet Coke over like beer or something like that. Remember in Shawshank Redemption, they felt like free men.
Cold beers.
Cold beers on the roof.
That's right.
But I would rather have pizza in D.C.
Keep your wits about you.
Yes, always. That would be mine.
Yeah. I
Personal.
mean, everybody has their own thing.
I know.
Steak would be nice.
Steak would really well.
Yeah, but it's got to be just the right temperature. Now they got to haul it up to the roof. Or
Yeah, it's
down,
gotta be
down the
done
cell
right.
block.
Got to be cooked right. You got to get it just right.
Hard to find.
That's right. You're a bad story here today. It's also
Pizza's good at any temperature.
You really can. Even that's true. Even if it's been sitting. Even if it takes a while to get it.
Right out of the fridge.
They had it helicoptered in.
They did. Was that one of their demands? They delivered by helicopter.
Could you imagine being the delivery guy for that?
You better get it
You're
right.
not driving your own car tonight. I'm not.
No, you're
We're
flying.
taking a helicopter. What?
Yeah.
Grab your heat bag.
This needs to be just right.
We'll have to blindfold you so you don't know where you're going. It's for your own
Be
safety.
just right. This is a big deal because they had to get it.
Throw out the ladder, make him climb down the ladder on the helicopter and down into the yard.
Yes, to get the pizza.
Pull me up! Pull me up! They're like rabid dogs down there tearing the poor bastard apart.
And no tip.
They wound up getting it. Bad story. Also from overseas, Germany. Police got a call this week from a woman who was jogging through a park and spotted a grenade on the ground. And this apparently happens From time to time in Germany, you got your World War II, and they felt like she is out in the woods, and they felt like she had found a weapon, a grenade that was still possibly active from World War II. You hear about that from
It still
time to
happens
time.
in Europe.
That's right. You hear about it from time to time.
Well, they used a lot of them.
They did. The bomb squad investigated and found it was, and they cleared out the entire area. They blocked it off. We have a grenade once out in front of our building.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, somebody put it in like a 5-gallon bucket or something.
It was in a toolbox.
That's right, Biggie. Thank you.
That was a
dark chapter.
It's a dark chapter. It was a low point for me.
For some members of this show.
You didn't see any of it go down, Kelly.
I cried.
You left.
I told the police.
The police set up a perimeter, and Kelly broke through
Well, I said,
to get out.
I said, I have a child.
I have a child.
And I was very much like the guy in Titanic. I have a child. Tears running down my face. They're like,
Yeah.
get out.
It's just an old grenade. It's not even going to hurt that bad if it hits you.
I know. Everybody else,
I went to the roof and started shooting video.
Yeah.
of it.
They got on the news that night, and they credited the wrong name and the wrong station.
Ain't that the way?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Isn't that always the way? Well, in Germany, this woman was out in the woods on a path and was jogging and thought she found a grenade. She did call the police. They did clear out the entire area. They roped it off. It turned out to be a grenade-shaped adult sex toy.
What?
Yes, it's a sex toy. They found a USB charging cable next to it, and they think it was a USB-powered vibrating toy shaped like a grenade. And they've told people, don't leave these out in public places because look what can happen here.
I know they made them grenade shaped.
They looked on Amazon. They do have it there,
Okay.
but they're sold out. They're out of inventory right now.
Was it camouflage? Green?
They
Olive drab?
It was all of those things.
Can I keep it?
They also
As long as it's not a grenade.
Or did the bomb squad blow it up?
they blew it up. They also found 2 condoms and an empty tube of lube.
Somebody's having a party.
Out there and left their items behind. So that's what wound up happening. That's bad now. Clean up after yourself.
Well, someone's going to find your ding-dong ring someday, Curly.
Yeah, those things don't biodegrade.
They don't find degrade.
I know we don't know where. We moved into our new house over a year ago, but my wife has sworn to me that we are going to clean out every box in the attic and basement this holiday season.
Oh, that's exciting.
So we're going to do that for the holidays. My guess is that's where we'll find the...
My suggestion is don't let the kids help.
This isn't going to happen. We're already starting the holiday promises that won't happen.
Yeah, kick the can.
That's true.
You'll
That's
start
true.
to do it. You'll start to argue, and you both will go your separate ways.
Very possible. And also, I'll do it. She'll go, no, I'll
You
take
don't
care.
know what to keep and what to throw away.
And then she'll say, I'll do it at spring break. And I'll be placated by that. And that'll be it. That's how
because if you throw away the wrong thing, you're done.
Oh, I can never do that again.
Yeah.
I've thrown away many wrong things. And that has come back to haunt me every time. You're right. But if it does happen, that may be where that vibrating toy is. My ring.
I think there's a middle-aged man in your old neighborhood with a smile on his face.
It's possible, too. I don't know where it
And a
is.
found marital ring.
Yeah.
It fixed his golf swing.
I don't know.
Hey, wear it on my elbow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's one of those copper things or what, but
It works.
Click it on, it vibrates, but it actually helps.
Brett Favre should start wearing these things.
Yeah. It'll work.
Purple.